If you want to look young, this is probably a good way to go. Eat some delicious, well-seasoned bone broth, aka pho. Do you have leftover turkey carcass? I do, so I'm gonna make pho with it. You're gonna take your stock pot and you're going to heat it up to medium-high heat. We just want the bottom of this pan to be warm. And then we're going to take our aromatics and we're going to toast them. So we've got our cinnamon stick, 2 to 3 star anise, and then just maybe like half a teaspoon of peppercorns. And what we want to do is we want to let these seasonings, these aromatics heat up. It's going to get the oils more fragrant, and it's going to make our broth really delicious. You're gonna start to smell the seasonings in about like less than a minute. So you just wanna move it around so that they don't burn. This process takes about 2, maybe 3 minutes top at the most, but you don't wanna burn the seasoning. You just want the flavors and the oils to be released. So now we can go ahead and remove this out of the pot. Let's go ahead and char our fresh aromatics. We've got 1 whole onion, celery stick, and this isn't traditional Vietnamese, just so you know. This is more Laos style. We've got about 5 cloves of garlic. You can add less or more if you want, and then 1 nub of a garlic. You can get more than that, but this is what I have, so this is what we're gonna use. So I cranked the heat up so that the pan will be a lot hotter. And you can hear the sizzle, because what we want to do is we want to char these aromatics. That's going to add a smoky flavor to the broth. Your onions will usually be the one to char first. See, that's what we want. We want that dark color. See that? That's a good color. We're going to darken that up some more. Our fresh aromatics have been charring for about maybe 5 minutes. But now that our aromatics are charred, we're going to take our carcass. We're just gonna dump it in. Try to get that all to fit in, okay? Let's add our water. And you just want enough water to cover the bones. Let's add our dry aromatic back in. We're gonna add in a few cubes of this pho ca. It is a chicken pho bouillon. And depending on how much liquid you have, how big your pot is, will determine how many bouillons you need. All right, let's put the lid on. We're gonna let this come to a boil. While our broth is cooking, we can go ahead and cut some meatballs. These are already cooked, and these are just going to be topping for our pho. Some people leave it whole. I like to cut in smaller pieces just because I prefer like a different ratio with each bite to each meatballs. While we're waiting on the pot, we're gonna wash some fresh pho noodle. You can get this from the Asian grocery store. We're gonna just rinse it under cold water. We wanna remove the starch from it. I like to separate them as I'm doing this because it makes it easier to pull it apart later. This has been boiling on low for about 6 hours now, maybe 6.5 hours. Let's give it a taste. Good, I like it. And because our turkey already had salt in there from it being seasoned from Thanksgiving, we're not gonna add a whole lot of fish sauce. So this is about maybe 1.5 tablespoons. Of course, you just adjust it to your pot and to your liking. That's good. I gave it that umami punch. All right, this broth is ready. So I've got a separate pot boiling with just plain water, and this is going to be our pot to cook our noodles. We're going to take our fresh noodles, put it in the basket, lower into the water, and the noodles are slightly firm. This doesn't take very long, just a few seconds, less than 10. That's it. We're going to shake that out. And then put it in our bowl. Remember those meatballs that we cut up? We're just gonna grab a few, put it in the basket, and we're just gonna be heating this up in that broth. And this only takes just a few seconds as well too, because it's already cooked. Take that out and add it to our bowl. Let's let our broth And you just want enough to like barely cover the noodles. You can put more, but usually just enough to cover the noodles is enough. Let's add the toppings. It's pretty basic. We're going to add some Thai basil leaves. You just pluck off the leaves. And this is gonna add an aromatic flavor to the dish. We're going to also add some cilantro. I like to put a little bit of sliced red onions. You can use green onions as well, whichever you have. I love spicy, so we're going to top it off with some sliced jalapeno peppers, squeeze of lime. For some sweetness and a little bit of savoriness, we're going to add some hoisin sauce. And this is up to you, just however much you want to add to it. I don't really like it a whole lot sweet, so I just put a little bit of there. I love, love, love spicy food, so we're gonna add some sriracha. Again, this is to your preference. Say when. I do like spicy, punishingly hot spicy, so I'm gonna add some garlic chili oil or just regular chili oil. Just a little bit or a lot, however you wanna define that. We're gonna add that in like that. Y'all, I forgot to add the meat. My bad. Okay, so we're going to add just a few slices of the white turkey meat or whatever turkey meat you have left over. But you can add as much or as little as you want. You can also add the one from your pot. Last garnish, that's also optional. We're gonna add some bean sprouts to this. All right, that's our plate. Let's mix it up and eat it. All right, let's try this. So at this point, you just wanna go ahead and like mix all of your ingredients together. And the thing with pho is that you have to eat it fast. You can't let this sit because the noodles will get soggy. Let's just mix that up. Oh, I should have put more broth in here. I'm gonna add some more broth. All right, we got more broth now. I always put way too much noodles in here. Just get, first, let's taste. I like that. Yo, I smoked this turkey, so this broth has like really delicious smoky flavor to it. It's savory, a little bit of salty. It's good. And just a reminder, this is not traditional pho. This is, we're gonna use what we have and we're gonna make something delicious out of it, okay? It's hot. It's spicy. Try some of that turkey. Flavor-wise, I'm gonna give this a 9 out of 10. And the reason I'm giving it a 9 is because this isn't traditional, but this is wonderful. Like, there's just so many elements that's going on right now. You get the chewiness from the noodles, the crispiness from the vegetables and the fresh herbs at the end. It's warm, it's savory, a little bit of citrus from the lime juice. It's very well balanced. And y'all, if you're looking for a meal that helps you with like your collagen boost, this is it, right? Because essentially pho broth is like a well-seasoned bone broth because we were cooking this broth for like 6 hours. I'm gonna look so young tomorrow. Maybe not, but in my mind, I probably will be. This is my go-to meal when I'm not feeling so well because it just has so many herbs and aromatics in there. The ginger helps with your stomach. The garlic helps with your heart. The broth just warms you up. The peppers open up your nose. It's hot. It's so spicy. I hope you all enjoy this video. I hope you do make some turkey pho and enjoy this cold weather that we're having with a warm soup that you made yourself. Bye, y'all.